Now let's look at how to add conditional logic to the elements. And what I want to show you is how to conditionally display an element based on a value from another element. So what we'll do is display email or phone only if that option has been chosen from a select element. And this is something you often see on forms, which is conditionally show or hide a form element. So to achieve this, click on Add Element because we need to create a select box, and then search for Select, and then click on Add Element. And I'll enter in the title, Preferred Contact Method. And then in the element options, I'll enter in phone and then email. And let's make it required and then click on Save. And let's move the preferred contact method up the top, and I'll click on Save Elements. And then if we view the form, you can see this select element. At this point, nothing happens, but let's now go ahead and add in some conditional logic so that if you select phone, the phone element is shown, but email is hidden. And then if you select email, only email is shown and phone is hidden. So let's go back to build and then edit the phone element and then click on conditions. And then in the condition logic section, under state, select visible. And also take note of all of the other states that you can select. This conditional logic isn't used just for showing or hiding fields. You can conditionally enable or disable fields, and you can even make them conditionally required or optional. But in this example, select visible, and then from this drop-down, select preferred contact method, and then select value is, and then we'll select phone. So this means that the phone element will be visible if the preferred contact method has a value of phone. And then just click on Save. And then click on Save Elements. And then if we go to View, notice how we can't see the phone element, but if we select phone, it appears. Now let's fix up email. So go back to Build, and then click on Email, and let's do the exact same thing. So click on Conditions, select Visible, and then from Element, select Preferred Contact Method, value is, but this time select Email because we only want this element to be visible if email has been selected, and then click on Save. And then click on Save Elements, and then if we go to View, we can no longer see email and phone, but if we select phone, we can see phone, and then if we select email, we can see email. Another thing I'll mention is we can keep the fields required. Notice how both phone and email are required because Webform is smart enough to only make the visible fields required. So we don't have to put in any extra logic to say if the element is visible, also make it required. We can leave these checkboxes required, and Webform will only validate them if they are visible. And if you click on the Test tab, you will see that the Test tab also pre-populates the elements, which is pretty handy.